Best of 5.
You're not Chris.
No, I am not.
The fuck just happened?
You're welcome.
Well, I guess we're gonna do this. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Best of 5 featuring myself.
And myself.
That's not Chris. Who are you?
I'm Dakota Burke.
That's right, it's Dakota Burke. Chris is on vacation right now because his daughter's doing some cool shit, and he's just watching the entire time. So, we brought our good friend Dakota Burke to guest host tonight.
I have a question. Am I the first one to officially guest host?
Yeah.
I know you guys have had other guests, but...
No, we've always had, it's always been me and Chris, and you're the first one that we've actually had to not be either of us.
Like being like 3 people as opposed I'm the only one where it's just one other person and me.
Yeah, no, it's definitely just, this is the first time that's why it's really weird. Because I have to actually look up to you because you're fucking tall.
Should we lower the seat a little bit?
No, it's okay. Oh. That's a little too much. How are you, man? How are you feeling about this?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me again. I feel blessed to be such good friends with you and that you guys would ask me to do this, that you trust me to host your podcast, because I know you guys want to stay on a regular schedule with releasing and stuff. So I really, really appreciate the trust that you guys have in me to have me here again.
Oh, man. I'm excited for this. If you guys didn't hear Dakota's first episode, make sure you guys check it out. Actually, you've done more than one with us, haven't you?
No, that was my first one.
This is your second one.
That was my second one.
Okay.
Yeah, that was episode 101, I believe.
Hey, you want to call Chris?
We probably should.
All right. He has no idea I'm calling him right now, so let's see what happens. Let's see. Oh, it's ringing. This is the cool thing about this board. I love it.
I doubt he answers. They're probably doing something cool.
What up?
Hey. Is this Chris Arias?
Nope.
Oh, sorry. I think we got the wrong number. Hey, Chris.
Chris Arias at Best of 5?
Yes.
Oh. Chris Arias, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. How are you, sir? How's Utah?
We just got here.
You just got there?
Yeah.
How are you?
At like 10:30.
Oh, Jesus. How did you feel this whole day?
Huh?
How did you feel this entire day today? Did you feel
fun.
like total shit? Because I totally felt like shit today.
Nah. I'm just more professional than you are, sir.
No, yeah, you just drink more, I guess, more than I do. I've been just a wreck this entire time.
Good work.
Yeah, no, it's your fault. This is all your fault, and I blame you.
Chris,
I guess. Where's Dakota?
I'm filling in for you today here at Best of 5, and we just wanted to say hello.
Well, hello, sir.
He's coming for your job, man. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, the real audition is in for you, guy.
Oh, I guess you are the producer, so you're seeing who's the better one you're going to keep? Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So Chris, no matter what, is always going to be honest, whether
if it's me
you
or you
leave. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. This is a terrible idea. Well, Chris, I'm going to let you go because you suck.
All right.
Bye, buddy. Have fun.
Have fun not drinking foolproof beer.
There's actually 6 breweries here.
Yeah, and they only can serve a full strength beer if it's in a can.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah.
In Utah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just get it in a can.
Oh, that's fair. Well, we're drinking cans, so it's
and
all
Ogden's
good.
apparently the only city where you can get 2 first.
Ooh. Shout out to Ogden.
Okay.
Well, have fun.
We'll see.
I hope your daughter wins a bunch of games and you stay there longer.
We'll see.
Please come back.
Talk to you soon, man.
See you, Chris.
Bye-bye.
Gotta go bye. And that was Chris Arias. All right. Well, fuck it. Let's get this first round started.
Absolutely.
Fuck you, Chris. I hope you're having a good time over there.
Ding,
Let's do it.
Ding, 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 ding.
Round 1.
Hey, Dakota. Thank you so much for joining us for the first special guest for Best of 5. Apparently, it's just to see who's going to replace me. So that's fine. That's cool. It's fine. What is the first subject that we have here?
The first subject that I pulled out of the hat, we've got favorite non-federal holidays.
That's not what that says, but okay.
That's what it was.
No, that's what it was. Okay, cool. So
That's what it was.
So, okay, so this is my subject. Sorry for that, but you know what? I just figured it'd be a nice one just to talk about. So, non-federal holidays pretty much means that your favorite holiday you don't have to take the day, that you don't get the day off.
Right.
So like Labor Day, President's Day, MLK Day don't really count.
Right. Well, I guess if you celebrate privately, like certain things, like I know, like some people decide to really go for Groundhog Day or St. Patrick's Day.
What would you do for Groundhog Day though? That's
well, they have the whole thing in Massachusetts or whatever it is where Punxsutawney Phil is. That's that whole town shuts down to see what the groundhog does.
Dude, should we try to make Groundhog Day Groundhog Day like a thing here
in Greeley?
Yes.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I don't even
or we
know
just
what
like
we'd do.
set a camera up on like the day before Groundhog Day to like and just like try to see if a groundhog
just
would pop up.
Straight revolt. It's just Prairie Dog Day. That's all they are. Prairie dogs are just groundhogs. Just not as way more rabid apparently.
It's just different, middle of the United States versus East Coast. I mean,
so we got to find like a whole like landfill or not like a land area that's not developed that has a bunch of groundhogs and just be like, all right, are any of them out right now?
Yeah, see if these little assholes all pop up and decide to go back into their hole, or if they decide to, get scared of their shadow, or what.
Okay, so wait, so it's like whack-a-mole.
It's like the scene out of Lion King where like they all like pop up.
Yes. Dude, speaking of Lion King, we were at the Stampede, and I don't know why we were talking about like whatever Island Grove touches is your land.
Oh my god!
And they're like, "What's that over there?" We're like, "You must not go over this." And it was the Island Grove Apartments. Sorry, that was just thrown out there. Yes, I agree. Groundhog Day, we should make it a thing. I will say my favorite's probably St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, I easily.
Or Valentine's Day, because I make a ton of money for that one.
Well, yeah, because you got Singing Valentine's. No, I think St. Patrick's is mine too, just because a little bit of like my family heritage and stuff that like we've always kind of celebrated it. You do like corned beef and hash and that kind of thing. And then it's also kind of like a nice excuse to get a little drunk.
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck it is. Here's the thing though, is like Chris actually has this argument, and that's weird because it's like, you're like, why are you bringing him up? I know, I'm sorry, I'm bringing up my ex right now. It's fine. He always talks about how St. Patrick's Day and like Cinco de Mayo are seen differently, but it's the same shit. And it's kind of like, why is it okay to celebrate St. Patrick's Day in a stereotypical way, but not in Mexican? And I'm like, okay, I get that.
Yeah, but
as long as you just drink it, I don't know. I love St. Patrick's Day. It's the one time of year where I can drink from day like morning to night and not be like hungover.
Oh
like
yeah,
drunk.
yeah. Well, and even like if it's like a full weekend,
blessed.
like I really love the years where St. Patrick's Day is on like a Friday or a Saturday, because it's like a whole celebration. And like especially in Greeley, we have a pretty rich Irish history here, and so there's a lot of people that really get down with like Blarney on the Block and everything that they have down here downtown. I remember when my wife and I first moved here, I was like, oh man, I can't wait to show you St. Patrick's Day in Greeley, and she's like, what are you talking about? Like, why would that be a thing? And I'm like, no, you wait. And then her first Blarney on the Block, she loved it.
Oh yeah, you go to Patrick's when they open up.
Oh yeah,
and you get a free car bomb.
It's car bombs at 8 a.m.
Oh dude, I literally when I was younger and could hold my alcohol a lot better, I would literally go there and just drink and watch the Stubbies play, and then just like have the entire day. I used to play downtown quite a bit too during that time. And
yeah.
I would be like shit faced, but still feel like great. And then we got the next day and be like, yeah, everything was fine.
Right, because you keep drinking.
It's the only way I can pace myself apparently. All right, so here's some other ones. Let's see how we're gonna rate them. Okay, so Groundhog Day, 1 out of 10.
Yeah. I don't know why. Like when you pulled out the topic and you're like non-federal holidays, I don't know why my brain went to Groundhog Day.
That's the first one technically, I think. April Fool's Day.
When you're a kid, I guess.
My nephew's born on April 1st, and I'm pretty sure he hates it, which I would.
My favorite non-federal holiday, speaking of April 1st, is my birthday, April 21st.
Definitely not federal. No one's taking the day off.
No one's taking the day off. Yeah, I don't even take the day off.
If it's a Sunday, he's still working.
Yeah.
Patriots Day, which is our Revolutionary Day. That's never heard of that one. Earth Day, no one cares about that apparently.
April 22nd. It's always the day after my birthday.
That's how you know.
That's the only reason I know it exists.
Is Arbor Day about trees?
I'm usually super hungover.
Really? I need to party with you for your birthday, man. Apparently, it sounds like you have a good time. Jesus.
I do every single year.
Arbor Day. Do you know what Arbor Day is?
No.
It's about trees, right?
I think arboring is trees. Yeah, so I would assume so.
You know what I don't like? I will say this: I'm not a big fan of days where you have to like force yourself to celebrate something with or someone. So like Valentine's Day, I will be honest, I don't like Valentine's Day, but I love Valentine's Day because I make a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I don't like the idea of it.
Yeah, like where you're forced to, you need to be with a person and spend money on them.
Same thing with with Mother's Day and Father's Day. I'm not a fan of it.
Well, it's also like, especially Valentine's Day, it excludes people, because if you're single,
isn't it Singles Awareness Day? Or whatever?
Yeah, exactly. And so, I mean, I know there's like, people do Galentine's Day, or like people just like go out and they're like, oh, I'm single, I'm lonely, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, don't be sad. It's just a day.
Yeah. But it's also a day that's kind of annoying if you're super single.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I mean, my thing is like, I started doing the singing Valentine's. I think it's like my 10-year anniversary coming up. I broke up with my then girlfriend, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to be miserable during Valentine's Day.
Because I'm too busy.
I'm going to go sing. No, I was like fucking, 23, 22? I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go sing to people.
Were you still working at the bank at that time?
Yeah.
No
so
way.
I would ask for that day off, and we'd just go around just singing to people. And that's when I was like, all right, it's been a tradition, and I love it. That's like I think my favorite thing to do, but I'm not a fan of the holiday itself.
Yeah.
It's like, again, Father's Day and Mother's Day. I'm just like, if it really takes you just once a year to really say like, hey Dad, I love you.
I know.
Like, hey Mom, I love you. I'm kind of like,
I know. My mom makes a super big deal out of Mother's Day, and like, I don't know, man. It like every single year, it's just like it's so much stress.
Yeah,
because
and it shouldn't be.
And it shouldn't be at all. Because I don't know. I do a good job of like talking with my mom.
I didn't want to be made. I didn't ask to be made. Why am I celebrating your mistake?
The day I was conceived is the day I became miserable.
My anxiety started from day one. I flew out of my dad's sack and became miserable. No, talk about my story. Sorry, not yours. I know you love your parents.
But it does.
I was
it's
like this, and I'm like, this fucking sucks.
It's like it's added stress, and like I don't know, it doesn't like interrupt your day to day life, but it's also like there's just so much, I guess, pressure that gets kind of put on it to be like you need to make your mom feel respected and loved and blah blah blah. It's like I do that every day.
Exactly.
Sure.
But also, when you become a dad, you're gonna be like, father's his
probably
shit.
yeah,
because you know it's gonna be your thing.
Yeah.
We got a little bit more time left, but let's see.
What are some more holidays?
Here's some holidays.
We're into June now.
Oh God, that was a bad one. Oktoberfest. I don't really celebrate that one as much. I mean, German beer is actually my favorite though.
Well, but would you be down like in Germany though? Like if you were to travel to,
I've heard
Munich.
I've heard that it's not as fun as it used to be.
Really?
That's the thing, man. Is like sometimes when something is too popular, it just ruins the actual experience.
Yeah.
And I've heard that Oktoberfest. It's just like it's cool to be there, but it's also super obnoxious.
Yeah, it's the same way with like being a Broncos fan. Like when the Broncos won the Super Bowl, there were
Bro,
a lot of fans. And
no, like the fucking Nuggets, dude. Like
my God. You're in it right now.
I was in the Stampede and I was like, why am I seeing this much Nuggets gear? That's
because you never
fuck
ever
you guys.
do.
I know,
so mad. Dude. I was the same way when the Broncos won the 2015 Super Bowl. Like, it's so annoying. And even when you go to a game, you can't enjoy it as much because you're not surrounded by people who actually give a shit.
Yeah, that's right. All right, Election Day. I fucking hate that day, honestly. So, like, you definitely.
It's not a day to celebrate. It's a day to make sure you turn your fucking ballot in. Yeah, vote.
Yeah, you fuckers. Black Friday. Have you ever gone to Black Friday? That should be a topic.
I used to work retail.
Dude, where?
At Hollister and Company in Flatirons Mall.
I see that, yeah.
And they would literally, like, I remember showing up to my shift because I'd been there a couple of months, and they were like, hey, we're going to put you out front because you have a really good way with people. And I go, me? No, I'm bad. I'm bad with people. Put me in the back.
Dude, that's the one thing I hate about, like, when you're good at some shit like that, people are just kind of like, hey.
They take advantage of it.
Fuck you, you're going to do that. And,
yeah.
And you do really well. And they're just like, no raise, fuck you guys.
I legit was out there, like, they make you dress and all the shit. And, like, I legit had to, like, talk to, because it wasn't any of, like, the actual people that were buying the clothes that were in the store. It was all their, like, mothers and grandmothers. But so I really enjoyed hitting on, 40 and 60-year-old women all night long.
Oh, you said Hollister, right? Okay. I thought it was Abercrombie. I thought it was like, is your shirt off? You're just outside.
No,
like,
hey, no. They had, like, different dudes that were out there in, like, their lifeguard gear or whatever to make them seem like that they were Hollister, but that was definitely not me.
We should be more into Cyber Monday, you guys. That takes less effort. And then last one, New Year's Eve.
I used to go hard. I used to go hard for New Year's Eve.
I feel like we rejuvenate that to make it more, like, make it fun, make it classy,
and
not make it where it's like everyone's getting shit-faced.
Everyone's shit-faced, yeah.
But also, we're all going to get shit-faced. So. And that doesn't matter. That was time, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know your thoughts on non-federal holidays. We were really specific on this one. I'm sorry about that.
Well, and if you want to start celebrating Dakota Fest with me, just hit me up.
We're going to make your birthday a fucking non-federal holiday?
It already is in my family. They always joke about it, but it kind of is because we celebrate.
When's your birthday?
Like, it's like a few days. April 21st.
April 21st. I'm sad I missed it.
You didn't. You got me a gift.
That's right. I did. Have you used that yet?
Yes, I have. I have it at the new office and everything.
I'm still sorry, Sammy, for ruining your surprise. Anyways, let us know what you think. We'll move on to the next subject.
Round 2.
So subject number 2, I just pulled Dakota's thing. We just wrote these about an hour ago. And I've realized that I've been saying Dakota's like all the subjects like in the past few episodes. Your handwriting's not that good to be this one, dude. So I'm not sure.
No. I think it might have been your buddy Evan. I think that was because you guys did the Amway and Prestige Worldwide. What's it called?
World Ventures.
Yeah, World Ventures. I feel like that was his handwriting.
Okay,
and you said it was me, but I'm pretty sure it's Evan's. Like my handwriting's Jack.
Okay. Also,
thanks for the shout out.
This is the Dakota we've been talking about that we just shout out every single time. So shout out to Dakota for being here, by the way.
But a lot of the time it has been me. But when you talked about the good handwriting one, I knew it wasn't.
Yeah, I was like, okay. So just so you guys know, for the record, the second subject is covers, but you probably can't see because it's blurry.
You can hardly read it.
Yeah,
but
it's okay. But covers is the second subject. And Dakota has probably just as bad handwriting as I do, so it's definitely not him with the nice one. But yeah, so covers.
Yeah, my favorite band played a cover last night, and I was like, I really wanted to be able to like go on and search it on YouTube just so I could hear them sing it again.
Yeah.
But it's like impossible unless they like officially like release record the cover. So as a musician, I wanted to ask you like, what are your feelings on band like big bands like doing covers of famous songs?
What cover was it first and foremost?
So two, but they
was it I Time Chime In? Dude, that would be amazing if they fucking covered Panic.
I know.
That'd be
they do that one time at a different concert, and Pete Wentz came out and he was like, "This isn't that song, and this isn't that band."
That's amazing. He saw Fall Out Boy, by the way.
I saw Fall Out Boy, which is my favorite band. But they did a cover of
they're Fall Out Men now.
Yeah. They did a cover of "We Didn't Start the Fire" by Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, really?
And it's on the radio. Like,
no, that's not Bruce. That's what the fuck's his name?
We didn't start the fire.
Yeah, that's not Bruce. That's Billy Joel.
No,
it's
I'm
Billy
pretty
Joel.
sure it's Bruce Springsteen.
Dude,
My phone's all the way over there.
I will bet you a shot it's Billy Joel.
I'll bet you a shot right now, too.
Right. We're going to pause the timer so I can look this up real quick. All right. We didn't start the fire?
Yeah.
It's Billy Joel.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's Bruce Springsteen.
Where do you want to look it up? Just to be clear.
Spotify. No. Google.
Google? Okay. It's definitely...
No, it's Bruce Springsteen.
We Didn't Start the Fire. Billy Joel.
So what, do I have to take a shot?
Yeah, you have to take a shot. You keep on talking. I'm going to go pour you a shot for being a fuck.
But they did a cover at the live show, not of that song, but of I don't know. It doesn't matter. The point is that like, what do you feel about like going to a live show, seeing your favorite band do a song by somebody else that one really like, because it's usually they just Don't Stop Believing. That's what it was.
Oh, gross. Yeah, fuck that. It's fucking gross. It's even worse.
But it was good.
Dude, Don't Stop Believing is it's not a terrible song. It's just an overplayed song.
It's overplayed, yeah. And that's
and you know what?
And it was also kind of annoying because they had also just got done playing like a 2 or 3 song set, like a set within a set.
Is that good?
I'm not going to shoot that. I'm going to sip on it. I'm going to do a little bit.
You know what? I'll take a shot with you.
And the
resume.
Like it's annoying when they play a 2 or 3 song set of like songs that nobody else really knows, but you as like a super fan know.
Yeah.
And then they go into like the most popular song of all time.
So I guess I'll say this. Well, first and foremost, let's cheers because you fucking lost.
I'm gonna do like half of this.
That's
Jesus.
Okay. You better finish it by the end of it, but it's fine. This is decent tequila. All right. Yeah. I guess what I'll say about that is that I think there's something when it comes to playing music, especially like a show like that, where you either take it where it's kind of like, fuck you, this is all about me, or fuck, it's all about all of us, right? I think covers sometimes are important because sometimes if you know there's going to be a part of your set that's going to drag.
That's actually a really good point. I didn't even think of it that way.
Yeah. So there is one of those.
It kind of like reels people back in.
It's like it's like a straight formula. So if you're just like, okay, like we really want to play these songs, like and I do this for. I mean, granted, I do play like all covers in my shit because I think my music's terrible, but
it's not.
I'll tell you a story actually. Maybe save for DVD extras about that. But the biggest thing about it is that you'll have like I'll be like, all right, I'm going to sacrifice like these 2 songs and then play the one song that everyone wants to hear because I want to play these songs. So that might be something where they're just kind of like, we like playing this. It might not be like our favorite hit, and honestly, our true fans will really enjoy it. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to jump into doing this as well.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say about covers, and especially maybe not live, because live is a whole different animal. You better make sure that you're doing it right.
Like do it justice at least. Yeah.
Like I love Weezer, but I hate their whole like
they did the entire Teal album that's all covers. You didn't like the Africa cover?
No, because Toto always has done it better.
Yeah.
You know, there's very few artists that can actually do a cover that make it becomes theirs. My favorite example is Johnny Cash with 9 Inch Nails. Hurt.
Oh, Hurt.
Hurt
yeah.
is definitely Johnny Cash's song. Like that to me is like
it's a way better version. Yeah. And I think very rarely do you actually get like a better version of the original when there's covers of it.
Yeah.
But my favorite one is the Fray. They did Heartless, the Kanye song Heartless.
Actually, that was pretty good. Yeah.
That was fire. I mean, and that was like 15 years ago. So like,
it was like 10. Stop it.
I don't know, man.
It was like 13. Damn it.
But
I remember that.
But there are certain songs that I feel like can just because of the way that the other artist like portrays it can almost give it that extra little feel that maybe the lyrics didn't quite get it there.
I think we talked about this before on the podcast, but it's like Respect was actually an Otis Redding song that Aretha Franklin made good.
Yep.
I was supposed to say My Heart Will Go On. I Will Always Love You. Dolly Parton. Whitney Houston definitely did that better.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Dolly Parton is original.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So there's a lot of that.
I have a lot more respect for Dolly Parton now.
Dude, Dolly Parton's my shit, dude. She's the best. Actually, sidebar on Dolly Parton. Every time we drove to the Stampede, we would play Working 9 to 5 as we were entering.
Walking 9 to 5.
Yeah, so we're just like we're passing like the park. It's like dun, 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 and I'm just like driving, like waving to all the fucking like high schoolers. They're just like, "What the fuck is wrong with this dude?" Every single time was amazing.
Yes, dude.
No, I mean, like I said, I make a living off of covers. Like that's like I can't like deny that at all. Yeah. But I know like I just don't like when someone tries to make it their own if it's not good. And there's a lot of people that do that. But when it comes to like a live show, you have to do a cover here and there because it does. It's either going to be like a curveball to like the set of what people are expecting.
Yeah.
Or like I said, it's one of those things where you're like, I'm going to play the songs that I want to play. And then we're going to reward them with something like Don't Stop Believing because that's something that is going to get the crowd
everybody's going to get back up.
You're going to sacrifice a lot of integrity to just please the audience. And I think those are the bands that you want to see the most.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, bands or musicians that cater to the crowd because they understand like if it wasn't for the crowd, they wouldn't be where they're at.
Right.
That's my favorite shit. When it comes down to people like, I'll just say Taylor Swift, for example. Like that's very much like me, and everyone's just like glorifying them. I think that's just so different, man.
Well, and that's what was really funny about the show last night is that Pete Wentz, their bassist, just straight up came out there and he's like, "Hey, I know we played a couple songs that not a lot of people know, but for everybody that came here to play the songs that were on the radio, these are for fucking you." And they played like a couple of their biggest hits, and it was just so funny because as like a big fan, I knew all the entire songs, but for him to like actually come out and say that, it's like, oh yeah, that's right. Probably 90% of the people in this crowd did not know those last 3 songs they played.
I will also say there's been multiple occasions when I've gone to concerts and like I've heard a song that they sang and I was like, oh, who's like, I like you reinvest into see who actually sings it.
Right.
Who was it? It was what song was it? I think it was Joshua Radin. He sang a song that I was like, oh, like okay, cool interpretation, but who sings that? And I looked it up and I was like, oh yeah, this song fucking rocks. So then like it actually made me like...
So they like wrote it, but another band made it famous, or the other way around?
No, so he covered it, and I was like, who actually sings that? Because it's a cover, and then like you listen to the original version, and I'm like, okay, now I like this song.
Gotcha.
So there is... Covers aren't a bad thing sometimes because it makes you like reignite the interest of who wrote that song or what that song is actually originally about. Mm-hmm. So I'm cool with it, but... There's also a lot of artists out there that just want to overdo it just to like make themselves...
To make it their own kind of genre or music.
Yeah, it's like, I think I watched a Casey and JoJo like concert once and I'm like, you guys are just trying hard to be like too cool.
I don't even know who that is.
Casey and JoJo?
Yeah.
All my life, baby, I pray for someone like you. No?
Never.
Oh, okay.
Well, I've not heard that song.
Well, in that depressing note, that's time.
I cannot believe that I messed up that Billy Joel sang that song. Why does it sound like a Bruce Springsteen song? It's so like more like poppy than Billy Joel usually is.
No, because Bruce Springsteen sucks, bro.
Well, yeah, but the way it's like,
I'm not a big fan of Bruce. It's definitely Billy Joel. Yeah,
I know. You proved it to me, but I thought it was Bruce Springsteen for sure.
No, Bruce sounds like he's taking a shit anytime he sings.
But that's why I thought that it was Bruce, because there's moments in that song where
I will take Billy Joel over Bruce Springsteen any day.
Me too, and especially more now because I liked that song. Now I don't know if there's a lot of Bruce Springsteen that I actually like.
There's not a lot that I know from Bruce, but apparently I will say this: if I got free tickets to see Bruce Springsteen, I'd be happy with that because I hear he puts on a phenomenal show. At least he used to.
Yeah,
he's old now, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I saw Kenny Rogers once, and I was like, ooh. Right before he died.
my gay.
He didn't know. He didn't know when to fold him. He didn't know when to fold him. So, all right. Let's see your thoughts on covers. We're moving on to the third subject.
Round. Three.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I know what that is.
Freebie.
All right, we got ourselves a freebie.
Uh-oh. This especially sucks because we came up with all the topics that are in the hat
and we
tonight.
got a fucking freebie.
It was the one little thing that was left in there. Do we throw this back in?
Yeah, we got this one back
okay.
in. This one stays in the hat forever.
Okay.
All right, so freebie. We just have 7 minutes to talk about whatever.
What do you think? Like favorite breweries around town?
I'm talking about whatever, man. Let's go with it. I'm cool with it. There's no direction with this terrible subject.
Oh, so you can just kind of do what you can talk about, whatever, and just go where it leads you.
Yeah, for 7 minutes or 6 minutes and 39 seconds. You're doing great.
Oh, I didn't realize that I had to come up with it. I thought I was a co-host here. I thought that we come up with it together.
I mean, we're just Miyagiing you right now, man. It's just that's what it is.
My God.
Who's your favorite martial artist? Speaking of Miyagi.
Martial artist.
How about this? If Jackie Chan and Jet Li were to fight, who would die first?
Jackie Chan?
Really?
I think so.
Actually,
I think Jet Li has more of like the actual like killer mentality, whereas
Like
Jackie
discipline.
Chan would like pin you down and be like, "Stop,
I don't want no trouble."
stop it." Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Whereas Jet Li would just be like, eh.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Jet Li just punches harder. Okay, so if we're gonna go Jet Li or Bruce Lee, I would definitely say Bruce.
Yeah,
there's no way Bruce doesn't win anything.
Yoked. Yeah.
Bruce is
Sad day, man. I wonder what he would be doing, in 2023.
He's probably dead.
What?
He is dead, actually. So yeah,
I know, but I'm saying that like if he were still alive, because he wasn't that old when he passed away.
I mean, he was pretty. Yeah, but it was a long time ago.
I get it. I'm just saying that
He died like in the 70s, didn't he?
No.
When did Jackie Chan still alive? I love Jackie.
I'm pretty sure he was in like his early 40s. Like I'm pretty sure he was young.
Yeah, he'd be like 80 now. He might be dead. Well, he is dead, but R.I.P. Bruce Lee.
But what would he have done with his career?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
gotcha. He died in 73.
But what year was he born?
He was born in 1940. Yeah, he would be like if he was
So he died
around,
at 33 years old, my dude.
Yeah, in 73.
Okay, right. So yeah, he'd be 83 now. But but what would he have done with his career in those extra 50 years?
I don't like asking that because sometimes I feel like we just got to appreciate what was there.
Yeah,
because
maybe like their reputation may have gotten messed up if there had been stuff that had came out later.
I mean, not even that. I just think it's like everyone like loves like fucking like Jimi Hendrix, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he was that good. But I think because he died at a young age, everyone just like idolizes him. Same thing with like Kurt Cobain. Nirvana was cool, but would it have grown outside of what he was doing? I don't think it would have.
It probably just would have gotten more depressing.
Yeah. And he probably would have killed himself later than he did earlier.
Right. Well, I mean, there is a theory about that, if he actually did kill himself or not.
I don't know. Courtney Love probably had something to do with it. But also,
Ooh,
that was
spicy take from Best of Five.
It's not spicy. Everyone believes it.
I know everybody believes it.
I don't know. I think Bruce Lee would have. I don't know. That's hard. I think Bruce Lee was
I think a lot of like posthumously, you could say that about a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right? Like if they would have done X thing.
See, but also like Snoop Dogg's still alive, and he was like in that area of like Biggie and Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
They probably would have just not been doing the same shit that I don't know. I honestly don't know. But
I couldn't tell you if Snoop Dogg has released any new music or anything, but I do love Snoop Dogg as like some of his roles as an actor and then an entrepreneur, like doing everything, and even like I mostly love his youth football that he's doing in South California.
Dude, Snoop is my boy. He actually, I think there was some type of report that said that he asked for $250,000 for a single.
What?
That's his like. Yeah, if you want me to be on your song, it's going to cost you $250,000. You want me to be on the music video? It's going to be $150,000, and you have an hour to shoot it.
Whoa.
Yeah,
So
that's amazing.
I think, yeah, exactly. Why not? He's definitely made his own name. So if it's like somebody that's up and coming, that's like trying to get it there, is that what that's for? Okay, got you.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, you want me to be on your single? If I like it, yeah, it's gonna be $250,000 for this like these like 7 bars, 8 bars.
Interesting.
God, that's fucking amazing.
It is amazing.
Have you had his wine yet?
No. Oh, wait. The 9 Crimes one?
Yeah.
Where he's on the cover of it. Yeah, that actually is pretty. 13 Crimes, 11 Crimes.
It's one of those.
It's an odd number like that. Yeah, no, it is pretty good.
He was a Crip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I don't want to say specifically.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Whatever. He's fucking amazing, so it doesn't matter. Like that dude like is living his best life, and I'm cool with it. And he still smokes a shit ton of weed, which is amazing.
Well, that's what I was literally just thinking, but I didn't want to say it. I was just like, Andy's just like still doing the same thing he used to do. It's just taking a different avenue creatively.
Yeah. That's the hard thing, man, is like, you grew up in I don't know. Like you think of like Death Row Records. I don't know how much you know about like the whole era of just like hip hop in the 90s and the beef.
Well, I did watch the NWA movie.
Okay.
Straight out of Compton.
I read his Wikipedia page once. Nah,
just as good, right?
Snoop's my boy. Yeah, I don't know. It is crazy. Like I guess even going into that, it's just that idea of what if they didn't die kind of thing. I just think I don't know. I honestly don't, because it just matters on more of like Jay-Z. Jay-Z kind of like is done with music. I think you just get done with some shit sometimes.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah. So and especially when you have like that brain that's like so creative, it's just like eventually you kind of just want to be done, right? And you just want to relax.
Yeah. I think, I would say that. But also, let's go back to kind of Bruce Lee, right? Like, you think that I think he would have been the kind of person that would probably be producing more like kung fu and like movies like martial arts movies and not be on them as much.
Right. Like where he would have been like a choreographer for
But would he have made a bigger impact if he was still around? I don't know about that. That's the hard. I mean, that's also like, trying to like change history, just even.
That is hard to say.
Make a fiction out of it. But
have you seen the trailer for the Bob Marley movie that's coming out?
I fucking hate biopics.
Really?
I'm not a big fan of biopics.
So like Bohemian Rhapsody you didn't like?
I mean, it was fine.
Or the Elton John one?
I'd rather just watch the performances instead of like watch someone play the performance.
Yeah, but like like, yeah, you can watch Queen at Wembley in 1989.
That's way better than watching the fucking movie, I'll tell you that much. That shit's raw, man. You know what? That's my thing is like, I think with biopics, they try to glorify regular people. Like, that's all celebrities are. They're just regular people that have more money than we do.
Well, and more talent.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe not more than you. You are very talented.
No, I wouldn't even see more than me. Like, I love The Weeknd, but I wouldn't want to see a movie about him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing is like, when it comes to biopics, I think that's why I love Dewey Cox so much, is because they make fun of all that whole situation.
Yeah. Well, it literally came out, 2 years after Walk the Line did?
Dude, it killed biopics for fucking 10 years.
I know, it really did. Until these other ones started coming out. Yeah, it really did.
And that's my thing is like, I think when you try to glorify someone like that, like there's a reason why like a Michael Jackson like biopic isn't
It's never going to work.
Oh, it's never going to happen either. Yeah. But also like, like their lives were, very different from what we've gone through.
Well, and they're very in the public eye the entire time.
Yeah, and so it's just kind of like, I'm sure these people are just trying to get by. Like I think Nikola Jokic, like that. That's my boy, because he's just kind of like regular ass person that's making millions. He's just kind of like, yo, this is my 9 to 5, and like I think a lot of musicians sing it that way, and it's just kind of like, why glorify something that was just people just trying to make themselves? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. It's weird.
No, it is weird, and it's interesting. I didn't realize that you didn't like biopics.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
Like the James Brown one was like one of my favorites, and I was like, actually, no. I look back and I was like, this was just a lot.
Rocket Man. That was the Elton John one.
Yeah, Rocket Man. His last show was actually yesterday.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, with that, and
freebie.
Shout out to Elton John, and that was time for the freebie. Let us know what you guys think about anything we just talked about, because we gone all over the board on that one.
We circled the wagons.
It's a circle. It's a circle. All right. Subject number 4. God, we're just on 4? I think we are. All right, subject number 4.
Actually, we're going a lot faster than last time I came.
And he comes pretty quickly, if you know what I mean.
Hey-oh.
Round 4.
This next subject number 4, I believe, it's probably good precedent. Precedent. Pre-president. To what's going on right now? The subject is pre-gaming events.
Ooh, that was me. That was my topic.
Events.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So when you pregame an event, for those of you that don't know, or you young listeners, is when you were to go and have a couple of alcoholic beverages prior to going to the actual event, where there will be more than likely more alcoholic beverages. It's more to get a little tuned in if you have a little social anxiety or something like that,
or you just
or just really like getting drunk.
Yeah, that's perfect from that.
So I threw that in because we were kind of talking about like going to like baby showers and like engagement parties and that sort of thing. Like that just made me think of like pre-gaming events just in general. So like going to
get really dark really quick.
Going to a football game though. Do you pre-game before you go in?
Oh, absolutely.
So you have a few. You're sitting at the tailgate. Have some nice brats on the barbecue.
I've only tailgated once, and that was in Kansas City game.
I'm going to bring you to a Bronco game this year.
Let's do it. Yeah, I'm down.
Deal. Then you have like going to real life events like a friend's baby shower.
Oh, I will fucking be drunk every single. Actually, no. I'm going to say this right now. You don't invite me to a baby shower. I won't go. I won't go. I really won't. I fucking hate those things.
I don't know.
I'll leave it for the subject we have in there, but yeah, I fucking hate like let's like celebrate this 5 fucking times throughout before it actually happens.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, if I'm forced to go, which I was like younger, if I could have drank, I probably would have been shit faced.
Right.
And that would have embarrassed the entire family.
Yeah. And I think that there is like it's just that the age that we're at right now is that like a lot of our friends are like going down that path and like they're starting to have kids and stuff. And so it's like after the first couple, now that you're on your like 4th or 5th baby shower, you're like, so like, should we like get a little fucked up before we go? Or
always, dude, always. No one wants to fucking,
because it's
no
like
one wants to guess.
It's a whole event. You meet people that you've never met before, and you'll never meet again because it's like their family. You're just a friend, dude, like.
Yeah. We're gonna. There's definitely gonna happen. I'm gonna talk shit about this whole situation because I fucking hate that shit. Here's my thing, like, I know I'm a terrible person, but it's just kind of like you're forcing like everyone that to be together, and they don't even know each other. But also, like, it's a fucking
the same
kid.
thing as like your wedding or something. Though.
I'm just saying, listen, yeah, that's why I didn't have a wedding though.
That's true.
That was like, yo, man, like, for me, it's kind of like
I consider us close-ish, and I didn't get invited.
Yeah, because there wasn't a wedding. We literally went to the courthouse. I know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just have a whole perspective about that. But I think when it comes to situations like pre-gaming for a game, a concert, or something you're going to have a moment with people, I'm cool with. I'm all about that, by all means. Even a movie, like, fuck it. Like, we're going to like go watch Oppenheimer, which I still want to do, by the way.
Are you going to do the sidebar completely on this topic, but are you going to do the dual screening of Oppenheimer and Barbie?
No. Fuck no.
What?
I'm going to watch Oppenheimer in IMAX and enjoy the shit
and
out of it.
Leave.
And then the next I'm going to go watch Barbie.
I think my wife and I are going to make a day event out of it.
Really?
Yes, I think
that sounds
we are.
Amazing. I know. Just Oppenheimer. I got to watch on the big screen. Like
I know. I do too. But like, what if you did Oppenheimer in IMAX and then did a hop, skip, and a jump over to Barbie?
No, I want to watch Oppenheimer. I want to enjoy Oppenheimer. I love Nolan. So
like, you want to like download it and until Barbie like kills all your brain cells afterwards.
I just want to be like. Apparently, Oppenheimer is like a horror movie, so that's kind of cool. I just want to embrace that and then be like, all right, let's go watch Ryan Gosling be Ken.
Yeah.
But also, pre-gaming is awesome when it comes to like having a moment with people. Mm-hmm. But like, if you want me to your gender reveal party, I'm probably going to be shit-faced because I fucking hate that shit. I can't. I can't. No one gives a shit what your kid's going to be besides you. That's all I'm going to say. Like,
do not invite Gia Storga to your gender reveal party ever.
And then now they do different colors. I'm like, come on, you guys. What the fuck does purple mean? Stop it.
I know.
God, I'm such a dick. But that's also why I don't have kids. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, and I mean, I think it's a good topic to talk about because I think a lot of people are getting sick of it.
Dude,
if you have 10 friends, that's 20 different events that you're going to for all this stuff. You realize this.
Yeah.
Because if they're in different relationships, like...
Listen, when it comes, okay, again, this is still in the hand. I'm gonna rant about it the next time we talk about this. But like, you're getting married, right? There should be maybe 2 things that you should, maybe 3 things. I'll give you 3. Engagement party, cool. Let's celebrate. You guys got engaged. Cool with that. Bachelorette party, by all means. If I'm invited, I'm going. And wedding. That's all it should be.
Yeah.
And there's like so much shit that goes into it now. I'm just like, yo, are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna have a bridal shower that I have to go to and fucking buy you more shit, and then you're also asking for shit for your fucking wedding after the fact? Sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I know. I played at your wedding, and it was a glorious wedding, and I loved it. But Jesus fucking Christ, that's a lot of money to spend.
I didn't invite you to anything else. Don't blame me on your anger.
No, I know. But that's what I'm saying. Like, but I'm sure you guys went through all the motions. That's why I'm apologizing for that.
No. We didn't actually. We did the engagement, like congratulations thing, and then wedding.
I'm just saying, like, you don't need that many gifts. And that's why we said, you know what? We're gonna have a barbecue. Let's have some fun. Don't bring any gifts. This is about like you guys just being supportive of what we're doing,
right?
And then people still brought the
and
gifts.
then family meeting family.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just weird for me, man. But yeah, if we're gonna go fucking pregame watch the Nuggets like play like game 5,
then you're all in.
By all means, let's get fucking.
And then so I guess we'll spiral down this. How hard do you go at a pregame? Or it probably depends on the event.
Yeah, it depends on the event. If it was Rockies opening day, when they were, I guess they're always they're mediocre. But if it was like back in the day where we actually got like cool shit, you go hard the entire night.
Yeah,
hotel for sure. Nowadays it's kind of like, no, just let it loose. Let's enjoy the game. Let's
have a couple beers, drive home.
Remember the concert? Yeah, there was one show at the Red Rocks. It was Bruno Mars. It was his Moonshine Jungle tour. We brought moonshine, and being irresponsible like 23-year-olds, drinking on the way up there. So by the time he was on there, dude, I remember like 3 songs, and like at one point I was just like crying because I just broke up with my girlfriend. It was bad.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So yeah, you got to just pregame, but don't fucking
get too shit faced. Yeah.
Which we all have that friend. I was that friend that one night. For sure,
yeah.
But,
well, everybody has that friend because you have at one point been that friend, and that's why you have supportive friends around.
What was the worst pregame thing for you?
For me, we traveled to Michigan to go watch Go Buffs football play. And it was after we had all graduated, and we literally started drinking because we had the big noon kickoff. So we legit started drinking. It would have been 10 o'clock our time, 12 in Michigan.
Yeah.
So, and then it just continued so we started at like 6 a.m. and then kickoff. So 6 hours later into the game. And then another night of all drinking.
Were you like carried out or anything like that? Or?
No. I didn't get that bad, but like I have a picture of my wife, my girlfriend at the time, legit asleep on me in the stadium during the football game.
Those are the worst, man. You drink so much, you just fall asleep during the major event.
Because you're so
money in.
Yeah, you spend X amount of money to fly out there to go watch this football game, spend money for the football tickets, and
drink so much that you fucking take a nap.
Not me, man. I was there in the big house, like woo, Go Bucks.
You were like this, just fucking tilting back and forth.
Probably, yeah.
That's the worst, dude.
I did make friends with some Michigan alumni that text me every once in a while, and they're just like, "Hey, man, when's the next time you're coming to visit?" And I go, "Probably never."
Fuck you guys. Y'all ruined me. Well, that was time, by the way. Yeah. Nah, dude, I'm telling you, like that was the Moonshine Jungle tour. I saw pictures of that, and I'm just like, fuck. Like that was I was like, I miss her. I was super drunk.
You did that super drunk, like, you miss your ex-girlfriend
because he played like, I should have bought you flowers. Like, I should have fucking done it. I was so shit faced at Red Rocks, and I can't drink moonshine because of that fucking shit, dude. It's fucking amazing.
Did you have the moonshine in like the mason jar and everything? Yeah, it's like flavored of some like. Was it a specific flavor that you had?
We bought it at the. On the rocks over there by like B-dubs. We bought it there because that's like when they first came out. We're like, oh, it's moonshine, but it's
flavored
really,
stuff. Yeah.
So strawberry. It was like the strawberries that you would try. Yeah, I can't have moonshine anymore because of that. Dude, yeah, you can ask Armando about that one. I was like at the back of the car on the way home, just crying the entire time.
And were you like still puking like when you were back there? Or
I didn't
puke. You like? Oh, you didn't.
I was not
you
a
were
puker,
just your emotional wreck.
Also, here's a fun story. Sorry, Armando. Armando once did an Easter Sunday at Red Rocks, and he should come with me. I was like, yeah, for sure. I worked the night before at Jaeger. Got fucking wrecked, dude. I didn't sleep. And so he was driving me over there. He's like, gee, you smell like alcohol. I was like, I know, dude. I'm fucking shit-faced. And so we're driving out to Red Rocks, and we're like stuck because there's like a traffic jam. And I was like, dude, I got to pee. And he's like, just wait. I was like, dude, I can't wait. So I like got out of the car and just pissed on the side of the road. And there was a fucking paramedic behind us just like honking their horn and sirens. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I was so shit-faced for Easter Sunday. It's more of a post pregame at that point. I forgot about that story until right now. Jesus is
bad.
risen and G was fucked up. I was in the green room at Red Rocks just fucking shit-faced for Easter Sunday. It was amazing.
That's bad, dude.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm a terrible person sometimes. It's great.
Ooh, I talked to Armando at the Medianoche market thing.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, good dude.
Good dude. Well, let us know what you guys do for pregame rituals. Honestly, the older you get, you probably shouldn't do it as much, but sometimes you have to.
And honestly,
we're going to be those like 50-year-old men just like...
A lot of the time it's a budget thing more than anything else.
You got to check your fiscal spending.
Be fiscally responsible, everybody.
Oh, fuck that. Balls to the wall, baby. All right, final subject.
Final round.
All right. Dakota, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being a guest host, man. This has been fun.
No, man, I've had a great time. Thank you so much for having me.
I will say
seriously.
it's nice not having someone just talk mad shit about me for a minute. That's
I know,
nice.
Chris, you guys just burn each other like so often.
I think people find it obnoxious when it's in person. And it's in a podcast, it's fine. But if it's like in person, people are like, we fucking get it. Just kiss.
Just make out already.
Dude, for real. It's fucking great. All right. Final subject is road trip. This is a Chris subject. Road trip. And the reason why it's a Chris subject is because when we wrote these, he was telling me about him going to Salt Lake. Salt Lake.
Did you ever take a road trip with your family when you were younger?
Yes. We so I don't know if this counts. So we used to go every summer and winter break to Mexico.
Really?
Yeah, that was like our thing. Like,
To go visit family or okay.
yeah, to go visit family, visit doctors, and shit like that. So love my mother, but she would actually have like a hard time with doctors here in America. She always thought that like they're there to like rip her off. So we would always go to the doctor in Mexico. For one, it is cheaper. I mean, because healthcare here fucking sucks. But also it was one of those things where we would just go visit the doctors over there. So like when she has like a dentist appointment, it's in Mexico.
Really?
Even to this day, yeah. So we would go there for all that time, visit family, go visit like doctors and things like that. So yeah,
That was like your annual checkup and everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
What
man.
about like if you played sports like to get a physical?
I never played sports. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm a musician. Fucking loser. So yeah, how about yourself?
Annually, it almost feels like same sort of thing. My dad, we would drive to Arizona to go visit his family.
Okay.
So I could tell you, like the back of my hand could drive from here to Phoenix, Arizona.
Do you go through 70 or do you go 25?
You take I-25 all the way down
Albuquerque?
and then take a ride at Albuquerque. Yeah.
That's what is it? 85?
No, it's shoot.
Yeah.
Have it.
Back of his hand, he says.
Whatever.
He doesn't even know the fucking exit.
I know the way. This is the way.
This is the way. Yeah, no. Ours would be I-25 to I-10. And
Okay, and then shoot all the way down. Yeah.
But yeah, no, for sure. I know it's weird because how old were you when you were in your first plane?
My first plane?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Well, I do know I went with my mom when I was like a baby to go visit my aunt, her sister. But in memory, I don't know, like 7 or 8 maybe, to Arizona for sure. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, mine was like 13 or 14.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but flights to Arizona, even to this day, are super cheap.
Oh,
so
hell yeah. No, for sure. Dude, anytime I want to go get away, I go to fucking Austin because it's like $90 round trip.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I just went to a bachelor party there, and I was like amazed by how cheap the flight was.
Yeah, every time. Seriously, you can still do it. Yeah, I don't know. That's one of the things where I always tell people there was a lot of times we didn't even drive. What I would call the Mexican airport was the fucking like the Greyhounds.
Oh yeah. That's messed up, dude.
It's not though. It's fucking like there was a terminal. There's a fucking way to put your luggage and shit. And you just like sit in the fucking bus for 12 hours.
Did you ever do Greyhound? Did you ever travel that way?
It wasn't Greyhound. So this would be called the. So it was like a Greyhound bus, but it was never Greyhound itself. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Well, it was called El Paso Los Angeles, and so they would like leave from Greeley, then go to Denver, and then from Denver to Las Vegas, New Mexico to pick up more people, and then we would finally get dropped off in El Paso.
Really?
Yeah, and that's how we traveled. That was like it was a 12-hour trip. You just kind of admitted to it. You would watch these fucking like old school like Mexican like Hollywood.
Well, that's okay. So that was what I was going to ask when I heard this topic is like what is your like what did you need to have for like a road trip?
I think it's also in the hat too. Huh?
Yeah.
Well,
I did plane rides in the hat.
Oh,
but
yeah.
This is along the same lines. So
honestly, growing up, there wasn't really much. You just
right.
You just
what about did you have like a Game Boy Color or something?
Dude, I never had a lot of that shit growing up.
Really?
Yeah. I know what Chris always says that I'm poor. Yeah, I was definitely like that poor.
Did you read or like what did you do? Or you just sit there in silence?
So here's some wild shit. Okay, so my parents were efficient as fuck, man. Like they'd be like, all right, we're gonna take this big ass fucking, I fucking miss those big ass buses that you can actually like the back can turn to like a bed. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
So we used to have one of those, and so my mom bought like this like electronic converter, have a small TV, and we would just like watch like DVDs. I remember watching Return to the King like on my way from
hell yeah
from here to El Paso.
Hell yeah. Best picture.
But also they bought a fucking toilet.
No way.
They bought a fucking toilet that was like super small. You had to like fucking like push down, so like pump it out.
Little tiny G shits into this
No,
toilet.
I never shit. I'm not here's something you'll know about me. I don't like to shit in public. So it was always just like peeing. It was either like peeing in a can or peeing in this toilet.
Do you want to know something about me?
Yeah.
I can't pee at like if I'm camping or something like that, no matter the amount of days.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, can't do it.
You can't. That you have to.
Not pee. You definitely said pee. I meant poop.
Oh, okay. I'm also that way. Okay.
I cannot poop. Yeah. I can pee wherever outside. Dude, I can do anything.
That's where I'll
pee on a wall.
Well, I will cheers you to that.
I'll pee over here. Like,
yeah, I'll cheers you to that. Because honestly, like, ask my wife. Like, there was one time we went like camping for 4 days. Did not take one shit.
Same, dude. And they're like, and I started getting questions. They're like, "What's wrong with you?"
What is there a fear? Is there a fear?
I'm not going to do it. I don't think it's a fear. My body tells me no.
There's a fear for me. There's a fear for me. That some fucking animals is going to crawl up my ass while I'm taking a shit. I'm not even kidding.
I wonder if that's where mine came from, like being scarred as a child or something, like not being able to take a shit in the woods.
Here's the thing: is that you tell kids some fucked up shit, it's going to stay with them for life, man. Like I can't shit in the woods. Like I'm not a bear at all. I will definitely hold that. I will definitely hold that and just like, all right, no, like I will clog it up. It's fine. We'll go for a hike. Yeah, sure. No, I got to take a shit. No, I'm going to hold it. I will literally hold it for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, no, we went camping this most recent trip, and like halfway through our drive home, so this was after 2.5 days, I was like, hey, we got to pull over. Found a gas station. Took a nice, massive.
Yeah, as you should.
And
how many Keurigs was
he? How many Keurigs? and was completely fine. And my wife was just blown away. She's like, how? Like, I don't understand. Like, why the minute you're like not camping, that it just happens.
Survival.
Like, I don't know.
I get it. I'm so glad I'm not the only person. Man, please, for anyone listening or watching this, let me know if you don't shit.
Yeah, when you're camping. Yes. Because we need to like make a group, because it's kind of annoying if you like. Have you ever done like a river trip with friends where like everybody's shitting and you're like floating down the river and there's a boat because you have to take the shit with you to like eventually dispose of it, and it's like completely filled with shit. Yeah.
I think shit just grosses me out in general.
Yeah. So like if you're like G and I and you want to go on a river trip with me for 2 days and you don't shit in the woods, you are invited immediately.
So road trips.
Back to road trips.
No, dude, yeah. Honestly, I can't shit. I'm getting better about it. I'm getting older, giving less of a shit. I guess I'm giving more of a shit about giving. I'm getting older. I give less of a shit of giving a shit.
Yeah.
But when it comes to camping, I just can't.
Well,
I'm a firm believer that my shits are probably like really disgusting than more and more people.
Well, like I don't want to go. The topic isn't our shits. The topic is road trips.
No, but it's we're in the shit right now, man. That's what we're at.
Are we in DVD extras on the 5th topic?
Yes. I'm just saying, like me pooping in public. I'm just kind of like out of respect. I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah.
I think the woods, I'm pretty sure like a squirrel's going to crawl up my ass while I'm taking a shit, and I'm not good at it.
It's not a fear thing for me. My body just shuts it down.
Yeah, mine's definitely a fear thing. But also, favorite road trip before we have to call this one.
My favorite road trip, me and 3 of my buddies drove from Boulder, Colorado to Madison, Wisconsin.
You're going to say to Arvada.
No. Because I was Chip at CU. If you didn't listen to episode 101,
I still want to see your tattoo. I haven't seen it.
I'll whip it out in DVD extras. I will. I'll show it to the camera and everything. But me and 3 of my buddies drove out to Madison, Wisconsin, because our best mascot friends are the Bucky Badgers at Wisconsin.
Oh, that's cool.
So we got together. We were like, hey, thank you, man. We were like, we have a free weekend. Like let's go. Like wanted to go to a Wisconsin football game. So we went out there. They got us tickets. They did all this stuff, hosted us, cooked us food. Like we went to a restaurant one time and it was mostly just to get drinks. Yeah. They took us to the game. We had the most awesome time.
That's cool, man.
And then driving home. It was the funniest thing because it was legitimately like 2 of the dudes are passed out in the back. I'm driving, and then another dude is like riding shotgun with me, and he's awake, and he's just like, hey, are you doing okay? And I go, I don't know, man. I just got told to start driving. Are you doing okay? and we were already like 300 miles into the drive, like before we'd even gotten our first gas, because everybody was so hungover. I legit was just like,
just
hand on the wheel, just.
That's the worst and best, dude. There's nothing worse than having a road trip with buddies like that, and it's the last day, you're hungover because you went hard the night before.
Yeah, because as is tradition.
And I remember, so that happened to me with my bandmates back in the day. We went to, sorry, we were totally over time, but I guess I'll push this button. Keep on talking. My bandmates, we went to, we did this road trip that I did by myself before when I was 18. I was like, we should do this again. But with people, we went to San Diego, Los Angeles. We're supposed to go to San Francisco, but we partied too hard in L.A.
And didn't make it to San Francisco.
Yeah, I didn't make it to L.A. The last night we were there, we were at my buddy's like aunt's house, who like lives like right off right off of the beach. Downtown Julie Brown heard me sing a song. That was fucking cool.
Downtown her.
Yeah, it was awesome. And so on the way back, I was like, I can't drive you guys. Like, I'm too like. This was around the same time like the Bruno Mars concert, so I was
like, I'm still
that
drunk.
night. I was so drunk, I started crying again. I was a little bitch back in the day. It's great, still a little bitch. It's fine. But yeah, that was like at the end of it, like the dude, like we went to Death Valley. Because we're headed back from LA. It was so hot that the fucking oil in his car like it vanished. So he's like, we had to stop by. So we stopped by.
We need an actual oil change now.
Yeah, it wasn't even an oil change. Just put oil in the fucking car. And so that happened, and then like by the end of it, like we're like going down like the I-70, like the canyon, like not Grand Canyon,
which is actually a very beautiful drive.
Yeah, no, but we're all hungover, and the guys in front of us are just like delusional. It was amazing. That was a fun trip. So, but yeah, no, I love road trips. I'm cool with it. But
I think road trips with friends is a completely different dynamic than road trips with family. Going and bringing it back to where we had originally started this, because like road trips with family, it's like it's super planned. What are we gonna have for snacks? What do you have for entertainment? Blah blah blah. We're like when we drove out to Madison, Wisconsin, I legit had my cell phone and my wallet, and that was it.
Yeah, dude, for real. I mean, it's fun though. You got to do that shit more often.
Oh, absolutely.
We should take a road trip.
I think we should, man. I'm way down.
Me, you, Chris, and Josh. Oh, Josh would hate us.
Oh God, he'd kill us. He would fucking kill us. He'd be sick of our shit in like 4 hours.
Absolutely. Shout out to Josh, by the way. Josh, I hope you're watching this. Well, thank you so much, Dakota, for being here. We do have DVD extras, which is going to last on Friday, so make sure you guys check it out on Friday. Dakota, thank you so much. We hope to have you more as a host and as a guest more often, because fuck it, you're fucking awesome, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Miss your buddy Chris. Wish he was here as well, but I really, really appreciate you guys having me on and being a guest host.
I hope his fucking daughter like kills it and he has to stay there longer. Fuck him. Thank you guys again for tuning in.
I'll come back again. I don't care.
Oh yeah, next week. Let's do it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys like us. Like the video. If you're on Amazon, Spotify, whatever you listen to podcasts, make sure you check it out as well. But we'll see you guys again on Friday. We're going to do DVD extras and we're going to talk more and drink a little bit more too. So thank you guys again so much. We'll see you guys again either next week or soon. Dakota, thank you so much, man.
Anytime, my dude.
You gotta know when to hold them,
know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run.
He didn't know. He didn't know. Bye, guys.